So they just found Karmelo Anthony guilty, first-degree murder. If you break down this case and break down the Caysen Allison case, and they always try to say these are two different cases, there's no way a white boy can get away with stabbing a Mexican multiple times and killing him in the bathroom and get charged and don't get first-degree murder. And you charge Karmelo Anthony for stabbing somebody once that was pretty much provoking him is crazy. It don't make sense. You can't even make it make sense.
I'm so tired of misinformation bullshit when it comes to the Karmelo Anthony trial. First off, let's talk about the video that they played in court. Over a year ago, reporters were allowed to privately see it, and let's hear what they said about it.
It's a wide shot from the opposite side, and everything that happens in one very small fraction of the screen in the upper left-hand corner. We couldn't zoom in. It's blurry, pixelated. You cannot identify or see victim Austin Metcalf or suspect Karmelo Anthony. It is hard to tell how many people are under that memorial tent. It's also hard to tell what they're doing.
Blurry, pixelated, can't really see much. Which is why I don't understand why it's being reported in the court that the defense witness who got on the stand and said that the kids were ganging up on Anthony was misremembering it. Why are they trying to make it seem like the prosecutors had this big gotcha moment in the courtroom? The kid literally said he couldn't tell from the grainy footage whether he was being surrounded or not. When right after it happened, the kid literally told the police that Karmelo Anthony was surrounded by these kids. Something really weird is going on in the courtroom. They had a very, very, very lengthy lunch break that has not ended. Like, the lunch break has been going on for 2 hours now, and there was huddling with the defense and the judge. I can't help but wonder if it had something to do with this.
Jeff Metcalf allegedly was helping one of the witnesses answer the questions in your comment section of that video. Everyone was saying, like, "Oh, who is this woman? She's just biased, saying anything." And then Court TV or Law and Crime, YouTube page with like 1 million something followers, their reporter said the exact same thing, that the witness was looking over at Jeff Metcalf and he was visibly shaking his head in the courtroom. So if everyone else was able to see that and Judge Roach was kicking people out for whispering, how is he not seeing a witness look over at someone in the gallery and giving answers?
Yeah, that's right. The victim's father was apparently coaching someone on the stand as they were answering questions. Blatantly looked at him, he shook his head no, and then the kid said no. And I want to know why not a single one of the witnesses for the prosecution had mentioned anything about the backpack that apparently Austin stole.
Then he said, "You need to move." He's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. He stepped up over there, asked him to move, got aggressive, he grabbed the bag.
And considering Karmelo's bag was found 9 rows up on the bleacher, it does make more sense that he had grabbed his bag and maybe threw it or something. Yet nobody is talking about the bag, because if Austin grabbed the bag, he had to have tossed it or something in order to then go in and try to shove Karmelo, which is why the backpack testimonies are so inconsistent across the board, as well as nobody being able to agree on what kind of shove happened. People are not comprehending that this was the tent situation. It wasn't an enclosed area. They're bleachers. This woman was in the courtroom on Saturday, and Karmelo apparently asked permission to sit there, made small talk with the teammate. His friend switched seats to sit next to him. He had every right to be there. At the end of the day, Austin Metcalf had 50, 60 pounds on Karmelo. They are not accurately showing you how small this boy is, which is one of the reasons that I believe his twin brother has not been called to the stand, because they don't want the jury to see just how large he is in comparison. Remember, captain of the track team, captain of the football team. They don't just hand those titles out to problem children. And if you're still having doubts that he didn't fear for his life, just imagine, look at the size of these people. Now I want you to do a little experiment to yourself. Go sit your butt down in a chair. Grab a friend and try and role play for a minute. Try to act it out. See if it's possible for you to be the aggressor from a seated position while somebody this large is standing over you. I'm having a lot of trouble finding somebody who's actually tweeting things as they go in the courtroom today. So I'm doing the best I can. I'm probably going to do a whole nother video later just summarizing everything. But personally, I think they need to call Hunter to the stand. I think he needs to testify in his own defense, because all of the witness statements are so shaky and so inconsistent. I think we need to hear straight from him. And y'all know how I also know that the video that they're showing in the courtroom is absolutely not, without a doubt, showing what happened? Because they would have leaked that shit to the public already.
How is one first-degree murder and then the other one is, is not first-degree murder? So that's what everybody is going to be. That's what I'm going to be comparing this week. I'm going to be comparing where they was gonna give Caysen Allison 2 years. He was facing 6 months to 2 years. Then they knew they had this Karmelo Anthony thing come up. They was like, okay, let's give him 10 years. What warrant Karmelo Anthony to get sentenced to first-degree murder and the white kid to get sentenced to 10 years and not first-degree murder? Like, that's what I want someone to understand. Explain me this. If you can explain that clearly, I can, but I don't see no way you can defend that, in my opinion.
Protect black people. Anytime a white man or a white child can go and put their hands aggressively on anybody and something like this occur, it's self-defense. It's self-defense. You put your hand on me and see how I respond. Beat your motherfucking ass.
What will the Anthony family do?
What will the Anthony family? What will the people that's standing behind the Anthony family do? That's the question you should ask. We're gonna stand behind them and we're gonna fight. That's what's gonna happen.
What is your relationship with
I have no relationship. We black. We're brothers. We're black. We're brothers and sisters. We're blacks. We're the indigenous people of this earth. Ain't nobody out here killing them, bitch. We black. It's a repeat. Black people, black sisters and brothers, black kings and queens, we gotta stick together. This makes no goddamn sense. That young boy, he was defending his goddamn self.
Donald Trump is a goddamn bully. Donald
We
Trump
gotta
is.
stick together. We gotta stop hurting one another. Y'all don't see what's going on? Just like they doing this to Karmelo, guess what? It could be your child, little kids out here, it could be you. And I'll be out here for y'all. We gotta fight for one another. It's us, we all we got. They say that it's not about race, but there was not one goddamn black person on that jury. It was automatically about race. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Straight up.
I want to know what y'all think about this Karmelo Anthony. I honestly think he gonna still get an appeal because of the all-white jury. I think he gonna get they're gonna exonerate him from it just because of the all-white jury, and they're just playing with us with the news. I feel like, yeah, he's guilty now, but because of the all-white jury, he does have a technical out there, and I think they're gonna win it on the appeal. He probably gonna have to sit for some time, but I think he gonna get the appeal, and then he gonna get the right side, man. Now it's the left side. It's just a seesaw. It's just politics, man.
It showed very clearly that a black boy was allowed, not one black soul on a jury. An all white jury convicted him in 2 to 3 hours. We know that they did not prove their case. They are currently sentencing Karmelo Anthony, but we know that the Next Generation Action Network put the first $10,000 towards an appellate attorney. And we will fight Collin County like hell. I respected this process. I allowed and called for peace in this process. But Black America should be very upset about what went on today. Now, before all of the internet lawyers and before all of the interpretation of the situation, I'm only an advocacy leader. I'm not an attorney. I can only help families be able to navigate these processes when they find themselves in this type of situation. I can only allow lawyers to be what they are, lawyers. I can't instruct them. I can't stop them from doing anything. I have to respect the process just like anybody else. But what we saw today was flawed, unjust, and I ask that the community continue to pray for the Anthony family. I do not speak for them, but I know that the Next Generation Action Network will be here as support. My heart hurts right now because an ignorance of the law was done here today. Clear, we posted the jury instructions, and right now what we are seeing is a travesty. It lets us that black lives do not matter in the criminal justice system. It lets us know that we are not going to be afforded the same laws as anybody else. And I give a damn about nobody that feels like I'm playing the race card here. For 400 years, our people have been at the liberty and have had to suffer at the liberty of these laws. I'm speaking facts because that blood of slavery is in my blood, not your blood. And it's not for you to look at me and say, I'm playing the race card. I'm just a black man living in America. The fact supports that. You say I'm upset? Hell yeah, I'm upset. I respected this process. But we're going to fight like hell to make sure that Collin County know that Karmelo Anthony is not going to go away. I want to thank all of the people who traveled across this country, to all of the media's community supporters and people who have taken Karmelo Anthony as their own baby. I salute you, I thank you, and we got work to do. Thank you and God bless.
But this happens every day in the community. We always see people getting time that, you know, the Caucasian is not gonna get the same time. It's not even at all. So go ahead, man. Y'all leave me a comment. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, man. We getting the live back up and running, y'all. Bug got to get off of the computer. I appreciate everybody for holding me down. Shout out to Tania, Call Dog, Ya, Ainswell, my guys, and all of the people who are, you know, looking out for the channel, man, supporting Shabazz, Fresh Always, Mama Lisa, all the supporters, man. Love and appreciate y'all. Man, we got to come together on this group economics. I'm back on it, y'all, next week, man. I've been having a rough 2 weeks, man, of just trying to stay on the course. But we're going to get back on our meeting because there's definitely some things we got to do. And I've been getting some insights from other people who've been running some of their meetings and how they come together and do things. So, man, y'all make sure y'all stay on us with that in the Discord. But I love and appreciate y'all, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.
Might have to drop a dime on them.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta stop it.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
A community must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax spaces for your own people. You should at least control 4 basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive and compete.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.